After having the 32nd overall run game in the NFL and averaging just 3.6 yards per carry, the Steelers were lucky enough to land the best running back in the 2021 NFL Draft.
Najee Harris going to the end zone for the 5th time tonight.
Najee Harris will transform this running game from the worst in the NFL to at least top 10 and establish himself as one of the most dynamic and dominant runners in the NFL and have more yards than the entire Steelers team did in 2020. Alright guys, this is by far the best choice the Steelers could have ever made in this draft. And before the draft, the reports were that the Steelers wanted Najee Harris, and I thought they were ridiculous. There's no way Najee Harris falls all the way to the Steelers at 24. But just like every analyst, I'm sometimes very wrong. But this is one of the biggest steals of the draft. Najee Harris is a guy I compare to Saquon Barkley. Almost identical runners, both 230 pounds, Najee 6'1" and Saquon 6 foot. Both are just insane athletes. It's like watching a mirror image. Both are regularly running over and hurdling players. So what he brings to the Steelers is something that they desperately need. And I think we can agree that the Steelers offense struggled a ton in 2020 because they couldn't run the ball and they couldn't throw deep. And Najee Harris is a guy who had 1,900 yards in his last year at Alabama. He literally will be able to carry the Steelers offense because their defense is plenty good. All they need to do is score a few points, and that Steelers defense will be able to hold teams under 20 points regularly, and they can win a ton of games. And no, Najee Harris can't fix Big Ben's arm, but he'll totally open up the Steelers offense, and they'll actually have a running game. And honestly, like I mentioned earlier, I think it'll be easy for him to get more rushing yards than the entire Steelers team did in 2020. Which was the worst in the league. He needs 1,350 yards to do that and have more than the entire rushing offense did. And honestly, it happens every once in a while. Saquon Barkley in his rookie season having 2,000 scrimmage yards, Christian McCaffrey in 2019 having 2,000 scrimmage yards, Todd Gurley in 2018, and obviously Derrick Henry in 2020. But I would not be surprised if Najee was the next running back to have a 2,000 yard season rushing and receiving. He's that good. He's the best running back that has come into the league since Saquon Barkley. And if you're a Steelers fan, it's definitely something to get excited for because you have someone on both sides of the ball that are capable of Offensive Player of the Year, Najee Harris, and Defensive Player of the Year, TJ Watt, who got robbed this year. And if the NFL wasn't a popularity contest, like I've said it many times, TJ Watt should have won Defensive Player of the Year. So the Steelers either need Big Ben to pull it together for one last season or get another quarterback. Gardner Minshew's available, by the way. Or all this talent is just going to get wasted because what is holding the Steelers back is clearly Big Ben. But that's the thing. Najee is a guy who can carry the entire offense on his back, which is why I'm so surprised he fell to them in the draft at 24, because Washington needed a guy like that, and so does New England and the Dolphins. So the fact that Najee fell to the Steelers is like a miracle for them. And you look at a guy like James Conner, who Najee is replacing. He never had a 1,000-yard season, and his yards per carry were not impressive. He's just an okay starter at best. And then you get someone like Najee on offense, the whole defense has to be on alert every single play if he gets the ball. To me, the most impactful rookies other than quarterback are going to be Jamar Chase, which I've made a sweet video on, and Najee Harris. Because he is a crucial piece, not just on the offense, but on the entire team. And here's the thing, the Steelers win 11-0. Even if they face bad teams, even if they got lucky, doesn't matter. They win 11-0. That is incredibly hard to do in the NFL. And then you get a game changer like Najee Harris. The Steelers are a super loaded team. One of the best rosters in the NFL. And here's the thing. The only part of the Steelers that I don't trust for a Super Bowl is Big Ben. He's getting old really fast. He's 38, but he's an injury-prone 38 and a very, very old 38. He has a lot more wear on him at 38 than Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers does. So if Najee Harris is capable of making the rushing offense top 10, which I believe he is, then they're Super Bowl contenders. Let me know what you guys think about this. Brawley, thanks for being a great fan. I finally got you a Steelers video. Alright guys, make sure to hit like and subscribe if you love NFL content just like this. And I'll catch you guys in the next upload. Until next time.